Last year, I noticed so many people wasting their money on videographers, video production, even my clients wasting their money on me because they were not ready to have their message, their business being put on video. Every time that I asked them, like, what are you trying to accomplish? The answer was always the same. I'm trying to increase my value or increase the monthly retainer of my clients, or I'm trying to be seen as an authority, or just trying to create a bunch of content to be in front of people all the time. This is why I started thinking about it and create a process to get people ready to have their message being put on video, and also how to start creating video and how to get used to it. One great example of what happened last year is when Raul Alim, he hired me to create his video branding, and the very first day he was on camera, you could tell how difficult it was. He was not comfortable. We spent a good 3-4 hours to record a 30-second video ad. Ended up great, but it took a while. Now you fast forward 5-6 months later, Raul is a beast. He's creating content on a daily basis. He's super comfortable in front of the camera. He learned how to hire videographers. He learned how to create a process to put out a bunch of video content, and not just video, all sorts of content on a daily basis. Every time that I talk to people that were not doing that and ask, like, what's happening? Why you're not creating content? Why you're not testing your message? They always say they felt stuck. They were not sure where they should start, or they didn't consider themselves creative enough to be creating content on a daily basis. They also would say they don't have the budget, they don't have the time to create content. They have fear of being in front of the camera, and I'm one of those. I had to work a lot in order to get to this point of talking to a camera, and a lot of times people just didn't want it to be seen like Tai Lopez, renting a Lambo and pretending to be something that you're quite not there yet. And one thing is, if those problems were gone, what would happen? The answer is, you probably will have full control of the client acquisition process. You have control and the confidence to generate income whenever you want, right? Most important thing, you probably escape from that fulfillment, sales and marketing hamster wheel that many people get trapped in. Like, you're either selling or you either fulfilling what you just sold. And when I ask, what have you tried? The answer is, like, I try everything known to human being. Like, I bought all the expensive courses. I launched hundreds of that perfect landing page. I create a podcast. I've been coached by gurus. I start webinars. I try paid ads. I try network events, everything. And it's very common that you feel like you don't have the right mindset to be putting out content, to be the leader, to be the authority. And it's also normal to think, like, I don't have that much time to be creating content and scheduling and doing all of that. Maybe I don't have the discipline, right? Like, I just, like, I'll start something. I know that I'll start something in next week or so. I'll just stop because, hey, that's the way it is, And one of the biggest problems is that people didn't have a detailed plan for their day-to-day. It is very common that people feel like they don't quite have the mindset, to be just putting out content all the time, or they don't have the hours, they don't have time to be there creating content, scheduling content, and following up with people that engage with you on social media, or you just don't have a detailed plan. You always going in circles trying to figure out what to do. By the time you figure out what to do, is already too late. And when I started the Video Marketing Accelerator the way it is now, within 3 weeks, I was already seeing so much success because I was taking care of organic, I was taking care of paid ads, I was testing my message on a daily basis, and not just that, driving tons of engagement myself, testing out and doing the so-called organic. And it's crazy that only a few years ago, I was a dishwasher that didn't speak any English at all. And while I'm not like a Billie Jean or Russell Brunson or any of those guys, they're definitely killing, they're already way up there, I'm still able to help many entrepreneurs and business owners to change their business with my step-by-step program. When I hit my first $350,000 month on my tech company, something clicked on me. I knew, like, I started seeing how to create things that were scalable, easy to deliver, that I could just repeat that process in different businesses, not just IT, but like advertising and video production and many other things. And the secret, it's never about how great the product is. It's always about how much is worth to solve that one issue. As an IT security firm, I knew that the money wasn't on selling IT services as insurance, you know, for a possible attack that might happen in the future. I knew that the money was on getting people that were being attacked right now. You know, like when you have a problem right now, you're probably willing to pay a lot more than what can possibly happen in the future. So I specialize in a few different types of attack, and no matter how big a new project, you know, something that wasn't that thing that I was specialized in, and no matter how big that other project could be, we would just say no, because the time and the effort and the brain power that you have to spend in order to figure out that new issue, it's not worth it, because you have to stop your focus on your speed going in a certain direction to learn a new path. So my secret was finding a problem worth fixing, figure out how to fix it, of course, and then figure out how to fix fast and cheap enough to do it like a lot of times. And this is probably why you are not on the $25,000-$50,000 month yet, because one, your business, it's probably not scalable. Two, your message on your offer, it's probably wrong. You might be trying to sell a service rather than trying to sell a solution of a problem. And most likely, if you're not at $25,000 or $50,000 a month, you probably don't have a process to collect payments, or you don't have a process to get the credit card. You don't feel comfortable to get a credit card, or you're just not positioned as an expert, period. So I create this program to help people to stop wasting their money on videographers, video producers, and people like me, essentially. So now you can leverage my time, my money, my resources, everything, all these years that I spent creating these processes and figuring out how to hire videographers, how to hire and manage video editors, how can I create a consistent flow of content for me and for my clients, and all of this without spending tons of money. Like this intro right here. It cost me less than 20 bucks to get it done. So these type of things will allow you to position yourself. And not just that, on this program, I'll help you to audit your time so you know exactly how much time you need in order to do the organic, on social media. What are the steps so you're not just there like, oh, I have to post stuff for the heck of it. I have a process exactly step by step what to do, so next time you go to the restroom, instead of just scrolling on Facebook over there, I have an exactly path for you to follow that will bring you clients almost immediately. When I started the VMA, it took me a few days, a couple of days to start getting clients paying $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for one day of work. So if that's what you're looking for, click below and I'll talk to you soon.